We've come to Atkinson Equipment here in Wiltshire to find out how a milling automation investment with Whitehouse Machine Tools has more than halved their lead times.
We've invested in this automation cell from Whitehouse Machine Tools, and it's cut our lead times quite dramatically in instances from sort of 12 to down to 6 weeks, a month down to 1 week. Since automating the milling side of the business, we've seen a real improvement in our lead times. We've seen a drop in the bottleneck we've had from our turning section, and the ability for us to get the product out the door to our customers is through the roof.
So Adam, what do Atkinson Equipment produce?
So we are a OEM manufacturer and supplier of domestic oil and AdBlue pumps and products. We're also a subcontract engineering firm.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess you've got a lot of demands placed on you from product manufacturing requires very different things to subcontract manufacture.
Yes, yeah. So we've been producing our own parts for 50 plus years now. We're really good at what we do with that. Subcontract engineering we've been doing for the last sort of 20, 30 years, but we're really trying to promote that side now. So yeah, real varied amount of work.
Absolutely, and doing lots of different work, but also high volume work needs automation, like this cell that we're going to be talking about in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we talk about this brand new cell that you've invested in, you've been on a journey with Whitehouse Machine Tools for quite a while. When was the first machine that you bought?
Yeah, so 2019 we bought a 700, which is now our sister site, Richmond Precision Engineering. And it's just developed from there, really. We've now got four brothers.
And that first machine that you bought, why did you buy that? What investment did you make, and why did it work with the kind of components you were producing?
Yeah, so it was a 4+1 axis machine. It allowed us to hit, all sides of some of the more complex parts that we produce. We work with castings, and we do a lot of different products, varying holes and bases that need working on, and it allowed us to hit all of that in one go.
Absolutely, and as you started to see the benefits from doing that one-hit machining, how did the relationship with Whitehouse develop? You got new machinery and also another automation cell for turning.
Yes, yeah, I mean, the relationship with them is key to it. We really happy with the service they provide and confidence that we get from this customer service and the support we get from them. It gives us confidence to keep using them, really.
Brilliant. So becoming a trusted supplier in milling, but also in a turning automation with a RoboJob cell. Yeah. Then that led to, I guess, what made you interested in investing in milling automation? So
we found that we needed more capacity and to get parts out the door quicker. We had a bit of a bottleneck from the turning, with the automation from there, and being able to get things turned and onto the mills and out the door to our customers or our own products is paramount. It's key.
Yeah, absolutely. So you went to the showroom to have a look at this, and originally you were only going to be looking at applying the cube box from Tesmax-San on an existing machine, the S700.
Yeah. So that was our original plan. We explored that quite well, and we were really impressed with what we saw at the showroom when it was attached to the unit that we've got here. Looking at the cost difference between the two, it made sense to go for a fully automated setup with a new 5-axis machine. It just made absolute sense for us to do.
And what is it about the actual machine itself that made you go for not just the automation, but the machine as well?
So the working envelope, actually, the footprint of it is ideal for us. The 28 tool capacity just makes working on these parts pretty seamless. And the rotary joint makes things so much simpler in terms of holding the parts. Yeah,
absolutely. So the fixturing, the tooling, and the envelope of the machine, you can see it fits in quite a small space as well.
Really compact.
You don't need any guarding.
No.
Which is
off a sensor. It's completely safe for us to work around.
Was it quite daunting taking on a completely new piece of technology, which is automating a milling machine like this?
It was daunting, of course. It's a whole new system for us. But we were really confident with the support that we would get from Whitehouse. Their ability to really guide us through that process to be where we are now. churning out parts.
Yeah, absolutely. And how did you get up and running? How easy was it to start producing parts as soon as possible?
Yeah, so White House, were great. They helped us with the design of the trays and some end-of-arm tooling. We now produce our own trays to fit the products that we needed to fit. And yeah, we're really, really happy with the product. It's a great bit of kit.
Absolutely. Okay, and there's been a big impact actually on the business as well, both in subcontract parts and production parts.
Yes.
What's happened now you've had this machine producing parts and being automated to your shift patterns and what kind of parts you can make?
Yeah, so we do run a sort of an extended split shift here. With a call out, we can run this machine for 24 hours. So the biggest impact is our lead times. They've gone, they've completely plummeted. For example, the parts we're producing here, about 2,500, would have taken us about a month before we can churn them out in about a week. So it's quartered our own products times. For some of the more complex subcontracting parts, we've gone from 12 to 6 weeks. It's such a big difference.
Yeah, and that's such a big consideration nowadays, where lead times are normally going up, costs are going up.
Yeah.
You're actually bringing lead times down with an investment in a piece of automation.
It really helps us, particularly in the subcontract area, to try and win that work.
Absolutely. So helping Atkinson Equipment win work every single day. That's the Tesmax and Cube Box, and also, brother, U500.